Moving on to episode 2. Well, 3 actually. Enter the Battlesphere. Carol gets a unique cutscene for this one specifically, and it's adorable.
Does this map screen thingy get TV?
Have you seen Carol?
Yeah, she said she was going to Shangmu to buy ice cream for everyone. Isn't she the best?
Uh-huh. Sure. Let's just check on her super quick. Carol? Why are you going to Shangmu?
Battlesphere, gonna fight, gonna get me some grand prizes.
Whoa, what now? What about, our missions from the Magister?
Can't
Course.
talk, robot smashy time.
Of course.
Nira's gonna kill us.
Do you hate Mondays like we do? Then come on down.
Carol's
to the
unique
Battlesphere
cutscene,
for
she sees this on the TV, on the telly,
Face
and
down
then
the awesome
just
power of
slides
our
off to the
Battlebot
right.
Brigade.
Static.
And don't forget about our knuckle-busting Battle Royale. We're fighters from all around the globe duke it out for a chance to win the grand prize. Are you a bad enough dude to survive the Battlesphere? You are, you'll face me, Captain Kalau.
Must be 13 years or older to apply. The Battlesphere is not responsible for death, dismemberment, injuries, or hair loss of any kind. This advertisement is brought to you by Mayor
Hair
Zhao
loss?
and Entertainment Corporation. Grand prizes are subject to change at the discretion of Mayor Zhao at any time and are non-negotiable. All entrance fees are non-refundable.
Enter now!
Is she out of her feline mind?
Yes.
I wouldn't underestimate Carol the Wildcat. Oh, do you think that would be her stage name? That would be so cool.
Go after her if you wish. I have better things to do.
Wait, didn't you say you were looking for more fighters?
A solid idea, but Gong and I had already considered it. The champion had no interest in our battles. Something about the Red Wing of Justice will not be drafted into military service.
That was very good.
Thank you.
But you do want his help, right? So what if we go to the Battlesphere and win? Then he'll have to reconsider.
Accurate.
It'll be fun. I'm going to enter as Aleem, the masked Murata with a mysterious past.
I would like to know if the robots in there are related to the ones we've been fighting.
They are.
I
Partially.
suppose this is worth our attention.
That's the spirit.
Time for my favorite stage. I love this music. I love the feel of this stage. Not gonna lie, I do listen to Phoenix Highway a lot in my spare time. I've been listening to it more and more while I've been drawing, and I've also been caught humming it on a couple different streams. I'm not sorry. It's really good, and I'm probably gonna shut up for a good chunk of the stage. The main gimmick of the stage is thresholds that you'll need to cross in order to create gates for progress. Well, that's one of the two gimmicks at least. When we get to the latter half of the stage, that changes a little bit. Compared to most stages, Phoenix Highway is very horizontal as opposed to vertical. Though that doesn't mean that it doesn't get its vertical shots every so often. Case in point. In the second half of the stage, we get to the bits of the highway that haven't yet been constructed. Be careful with the drill bits around here. Oh, and thank you for the sippy check. I'll get that in a couple moments. By a couple moments, I'll be right now. Yeah, be careful with the drill bits around here. I want to say they deal metal damage. So if you have a metal barrier, then you'll be able to absorb hits from it easily. But even then, it's only the tips that are actually damaging. Be careful with the drill bits. Once the drill bits. Accurate for me and klutziness? You know it to be so. I'd be the one person who would say, be careful with X. Hits X anyway. The second gimmick. There are drill platforms that you can grab onto, and they'll create tunnels. These will also be used in other stages, but they're first brought up here. In one such area, you'll be able to get the stage's vinyl as well. Eat that. I want to say we're coming up on it soon. Whee! Whoop. Right here, actually. If you go up to the, I want to say leftmost, or rightmost? Ah, no! Crap. There is my shield. Yep, right here. Is a Bravestone. Oops. I want to say it might have been the middle one, but if I remember correctly, the vinyl is right here. Yep.
Sparkly.
So there you go with that. Really easy to get those. To get both those. We're also introduced to a Stoplight B enemy, which will also become more annoying in future stages. After a 3-second delay from when they first come on screen, they create a damaging beam. You can dodge through that beam when it's created, but then they're just gonna continue chasing you. I don't think they have an upper limit as to how long they'll chase you to, so you kinda need to get rid of it as soon as possible. Speaking of get rid of it as soon as possible, our boss! Let's say we've been training for this. The train here can be damaged a few different ways. The drills that it shoots out from its mouth can be grabbed onto, and those can hit its weak point, dealing a decent amount of damage. But in tandem with that, there's a giant glowing fuck me light on its back. For every segment of health that you take out, it's going to be shifting its position, either forward or backward. Toward the back, there are some fire spigots that can deal a decent amount of damage to you if you're not careful. But for the most part, characters do have an easy way that they can traverse to the enemy's location. Lilac's Dragon Boost, Carol's motorcycle across the board lets her more easily traverse the field. Nira can get a lot of speed really quickly. And actually, if anything, Mila's the only one that might struggle a little bit. Kaboom!
That's how it's done.
I know, I say careful a lot, and I get hit every time I say it.
You came back. We were worried about you, you know.
Hey, relax, Miss Fuzzy Pants. I just needed a break before heading out again. Got held up by robots and stuff on the way there.
Robots, huh? I'm not surprised, but we can't just leave them alone, so maybe it'd be best
You
if...
want a Battlesphere too, don't ya?
Shh! Not so loud. I'll go get the others, okay?
Aw, yeah! Road trip!
Some careful Racky I am.
While this was an unexpected deviation, this diversion gives us an opportunity to confirm our neighbor's strength. We are all in this together, after all.
Have fun storming the Battlesphere! Takes me back.
A little trivia that you only get in the latter half of the game if you talk to General Gong directly at some point. Apparently, he was a Battlesphere champion at one point. It's not really told when, but I don't think it really matters. Introducing the very, very vain and definitely not self-indulgent Zauland. This place is a theme park, a carnival, if you will. A lot of the enemies around here are very playfully themed. Jugglers, pipe snakes, that type of thing. Ow. There are a couple different gimmicks, ranging from these pipes that let you, like, soar into the sky. There's baseballs that you can hit to travel far distance. Bumpers and plinko everywhere, such why, mommy? Bricks being held by balloons. The usual fare for a carnival. Oh, also explodey things with Mirzao heads. You know, as you do. You gotta keep the kids away somehow. We're also introduced to something unique to free another unique item to free implant too. Rail grinding. Rail grinding? What is it with sequels introducing rail grinding? What are we in? We in that type of advent for 2D platformers nowadays? Nah, well. When grinding on rails, you can perform attacks with some characters, but they will pop you up into the air to do so. You're also forced to move in a single direction while you're grinding on the rail. The only way you can change is by jumping. It can be a bit cumbersome and annoying to do so.
You are not just the clown, but the whole circus.
Wow! Thanks, Zolo! So rude! What did I do to you? I mean, I get it, I try to be a funny man on the regular, but this is ridiculous! Wait! Eat that pipe snake. I'd also like to mention, I don't feel like the music here aptly works for the stage. It's a little too playful and unbefitting a platforming game. At least, that's my opinion. Introducing yet another gimmick. These are in a couple other stages. I didn't bring them up then. There are rainbow rings that you could travel through, which for a short time give you an extra speed challenge. The further you travel, the more crystals you can get from it, and you do get an achievement for getting over 70 crystals from a single one. Some characters have an innate advantage in this particular field over others. Stares at Lilac, Carol, and Nira. And in this last section of the stage, we're being shot at. Robot just wants to make sure that we know how to play ball. 80s jazzercise video theme. I can kind of read that. And I think that's kind of why I don't feel like it fits. Speaking of don't feel like it fits, this boss theme. The robot here is a pitcher. He has a lot of balls that he throws around. A slide kick that comes out really quickly and might be a bit hard to dodge. If you listen very carefully, you can get a tell for when it's pitching. A bit of the charge theme plays. But when you tick down its HP, it spawns 3 more! It's the infield, the outfield, and the semi-field. Dealing with one of these guys is bad enough, but 3? That's just asking for you to get chipped. Make sure you're moving constantly to avoid getting hit. And at that, if you see one of them is pretty low on HP, try to take it out as fast as you can. If you were to get the achievement to deal over 40 damage at a single Dragon Boost, this would probably be where you could look to get it. Just get the robots to cluster up together close enough, and you might be able to do that. This also introduces something else that I want to talk about. Have you ever heard songs by Tim Follin? No, I haven't, actually. I'll need to look up that artist. I'm assuming it sounds a little like that. Wow. Various antics of the battleground of the battle clowns are most agreeable. We all enjoy a good laugh. Professionally, of course. Psst. Look up picture. Oh, that one! Actually, yeah, I have heard of it then. I have explicitly heard that track, and you're right. You're 100% right about that. It does not fit that game, but it's adorable. Also, absolutely terrible kids drawing, which is actually kind of affectionate and adorable, and... You're cute. Same guy, Solstice for New Mate. For the NES main B. Okay. In that case, maybe I'll look up more of his work. Because if the Pictionary music was as good as it was, and it was, then I kind of want to see what his other tracks sound like.
Fist of Frog!
Minigame break. Ah, crap. Ah. There's an achievement for getting a specific score in this minigame. I'm not going to do it here because I've already done it with Carol. But so you know, this is a thing that exists for one reason or another. Ah. Want to hear my reaction to Solstice? Oh, fine. Then I'll look it up. I guess while I'm looking at it up, prattle on about the thing that I want to prattle on about. So this one's a bit of a point. This is a bit of a point that I need to mention. Freedom Planet takes a lot of notes from Treasure games, among which include specifically Gunstar Heroes. There are a lot of subtle nods to Gunstar within Freedom Planet, and that also extends to a lot of the boss design within the game too. Within this game too. Okay, this is no reason to be going as hard as it is. Ah. Yeah, this has no right to be going as hard as it is. Really jaunty. Why is this hitting so hard? Like, this type of music? This would work for Shovel Knight, just saying. Block Boss theme. Actually, I have heard the Block Boss theme. There's a video game reviewer that I watch videos from named NitroRad. And he did actually do a review of Block, and that battle theme, what the hell? Why is it that good? It has no reason being that good. Hell, I'm pretty sure his argument is this game would not be known if it weren't for this killer music. And honestly, I think I agree. Tim Fallen, eat your heart out? Please tell me you are still alive. Because holy shit, this is hitting. He did Silver Surfer. Of course he did Silver Surfer. Of course he did Silver Surfer. That's why people remember it so much in 10 with the Rage. Holy shit. That's real good. I gotta find more of his music now.
Carol, wait up!
Lilac, hi, how's it going?
What were you thinking? You shouldn't have run off without us.
I don't need a babysitter, okay? I can handle myself.
Are you sure about that?
That's not the point and not at all what I meant.
We want a Battlesphere too!
Mila?
If we're gonna fight in the Battlesphere, then we're gonna do it together, as a team.
Awesome! Looks like the old Carol charm is finally rubbing off on you guys. Even you, scary lady.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm here to recruit the champion to our cause. And to help you. You are clearly doomed to fail without our support.
Gee,
Prideful.
thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, like, he has absolutely no right to go as hard as he does with this music, but holy shit. Commit to memory. It is that good. Alright, the Battlesphere. At least for this episode, our first 4 Battlesphere challenges happened back to back to back to back.
Now there's something you don't see every day.
I'd also like to mention, all 4 characters are introduced differently within the Battlesphere. Nearly is the only one that's paid attention to by direct name because of her status. Mila gets referred to by her stage name Aleem, which is adorable in its own right. Lilac is just called by her race. And my poor girl Carol gets done dirty. She gets called some generic wildcat. It's so rude. Pictionary for NES. Yeah. That music hits. It has zero right to be as good as it is, but we love it anyway. Touch.
My stones! We have a new record!
Get used to hearing that. Round 2. The BattleBot Royale. In this one, you'll be fighting with the rest of your party against a myriad of robots. 8 waves worth. The CPU is pretty standard. They move left to right, spam attacks every so often. Very simple, but it gets the job done. Your big objective really is just to last the fight. And if you wanted an easy S rank, you could probably just leave your allies and take care of most of the fight by themselves. Just bear in mind, when one of them falls in combat, there will be some slowdown. To, you know, punctuate the fact that they perished. It may be good to help them along at least a little bit, because believe it or not, they do actually have limited health. And speaking of limited health, halfway through the fight, you are given a flower bud. You're not completely high and dry, just mostly. Play against the background of some casino music. I mean, this is good music. If I remember correctly, the main musical artist is the same as last time. So, Woofle. Or Layla Wilson. I've committed that name to memory. And thanks for the sippies. Done. By the by, you do get an achievement for taking a photo of all 4 characters with, well, taking a screenshot with all 4 characters in the same frame, and there is a photo mode that lets you do that here.
Booyah! Piece of cake!
Child's
But just
play.
because we've taken care of the robots doesn't mean that everything's
looks
over.
Like somebody didn't get the memo. Only the last fighter standing can ultimately face the champion of the Battlesphere!
Oh, right. Does that mean what I think it means? Because if it does, I don't like what it means.
Alright, here's the plan. You guys take the fall, and I'll take on the champ.
No, you have done well to come this far, but facing the champion is my responsibility.
What? You don't think I can handle this?
Guess we're going to have to settle this the hard way, huh?
Oh, I've been waiting a long time for this!
The Hero Battle Royale. Now you gotta fight the rest of the cast. Play it safe. Depending on your character, you may get free license to have some invincibility every so often. Out of the 4 of them, I feel like Mila struggles the hardest in this fight. Specifically because she has to outrange opponents, and that's easier said than done. Lilac gets a bit of a bye because her dash lets her phase through targets. Carol can be a bit tricky, but if you use liberal use of her jump dash, then you won't have as much of an issue. Mira can throw up a bunch of ice walls that make chipping enemies a little easier. There we go. Let them beat each other first. Pretty much, yeah. But even that is easier said than done because they constantly move around the entire field. Sometimes they do target you.
That was awesome! Let's do it again!
I'm okay. Don't worry about me. You did great.
Do not foul this up.
And now for Kalaw's
Ladies
challenge.
and gentlemen, the self-proclaimed defender of the defenseless, the Red Wing of Justice, our very own champion of the Battlesphere, Captain Kalau!
Bit of an overinflated ego there.
Captain Kalau, I presume? You're a hard person to get a hold of, you know that?
You have fought well, citizen. I, Captain Kalau, acknowledge your fortitude.
I am honored, Captain, and would like to extend to you an invitation. Shang-Tu is besieged by war machines and needs stalwart heroes to defend it. Please, in the name of justice, help us protect our city.
Lilac hamming it up.
Is that so? Very well. I will make time to listen to your intriguing offer. But first, I dare you to face one final challenge.
That's right, folks! The champion himself will decide what a contestant's final challenge will be!
The challenge is always going to be the same. It's going to be a race.
Sounds like a you problem,
This
young
calls
lady.
for a
Sounds like a
race.
you problem.
Really?
Accurate.
You do know who I am, right?
I assure you, citizen, you'll need more than a nice pair of boots to keep up with me.
To Kalaw's credit, he does move. But there is something that he doesn't exactly pay attention to. There is a faster route through the stage. If you take the high road, it's a little bit faster than the other paths. I'd also like to mention, Kalaw cheats a little bit. He can, in fact, hurt you. All the more reason for you to be taking the high road. Crap. There we go. Hey! At least for Nira, it's pretty much mandatory that you take the high road. Most of the other characters can duel him on the lower road.
All the more reason to cheer, I mean take the moral high road.
Take the moral high road. Done.
I don't believe what I'm seeing, folks! Our newcomer has beaten Captain Kalau's challenge!
I have tasted defeat!
Does it taste like raisins? Or more importantly, mint raspberry chocolate cheesecake? Don't eat me.
Victory is yours.
Okay, so now that
He's
you've
a
done
JoJo
being
character.
overdramatic, can we please
Yep,
have a
I could
serious
read
talk
that.
about you helping us? We could use your help protecting our kingdoms.
Very well. My people will review your request and pertinent details, but first, I would tend to some unresolved matters. I will message you once I'm done. You have my word.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Green tea. Wait, isn't that Carol though?
Here to present the
Just saying.
grand prize for the Battle
She's green,
Royale,
and her last name is
the
T.
honorable, handsome, and highly humble leader of all
Oh, that's a
Grand
reference.
City, our very own Mayor Zhao!
Zowo, you did not make a coffee green tea joke. You did not. You did not. Oh. Okay, then. That makes sense, then. Never mind. Carry on. I don't know JoJo as well as you might think.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you!
I've always wanted to get into the
Allow me to
series.
present
I need to
the
watch it at some
grand
point.
prize.
I know, blasphemous of me as a memer.
Everyone stand back! This is going to be good!
Stand kills anyone who goes lower, so you gotta keep going up. Wow.
Coupons for you and 5 of your friends to dine at City Hall in glorious downtown Shangmu.
That can actually be dangerous.
Thank you, Mayor Zhao! What an honor!
I
Also hasn't
suppose I
watched
could
any.
use a
Good to
free
know.
hot meal.
Hot meal? It's funny because you...
I know. Hilarious.
Glorious! Thank you all for competing. See you next time. No refund, seriously.
You were right about those fighters. Shang-Tu breeds them tough, I'll grant them that. But they're nothing that the captain can't
Bend
handle
over,
at
your
full
hand is now
strength.
moss.
Good.
Oh,
But I have no
jeez.
intention of underestimating them. Nothing can be left to chance.
Green Day
Not
indeed.
this time.
That was so awesome! Except for the part where we didn't win anything. That was stupid.
Look on the bright side. We got the captain's attention.
And we can eat at Mayor Zhao's mansion whenever